May 28th. I'm here to take you guys through your workout for today. Let's go ahead and get talking about the warm-up. Today you guys have 2 separate 4-minute EMOMs. With those 4-minute EMOMs, you guys are going to be rotating through 2 different movements for each EMOM. First one's going to be 7 bent over object, dumbbell, barbell, kettlebell, whatever odd object you have, 7 total. And then you guys will give me 2 wall walks and then 8 scap push-ups, okay? You guys will have 30 seconds of rest and we'll go into our next 4-minute EMOM. You guys again have 7 bent over object rows and then you guys have 4 burpees and 8 jumping lunges. Let's go ahead and get talking about these movements. So your bent over rows, you guys again can work a dumbbell, barbell, backpack, whatever you guys have available. The feet are going to be set just outside shoulder width distance and you're going to get into a bent over position. Back is going to be nice and straight and you're going to feel some tension back in those hamstrings and your butt cheeks. So from here, you're going to pull your shoulder blade back, keeping your elbow tight to your side, dumbbell touches your chest, and you walk back out at the bottom, okay? You guys can give me 7 each side, or you guys, if the weight is in that funky in-between spot, you can use both hands, and you can pull to the very bottom of your chest, okay? Make sure you guys aren't too high up, and you guys aren't pulling this way, and you're also not dropping your shoulders below your hips, okay? We want to be bent over, so we can be in a nice neutral position out in front and just focus on those lats and our scaps moving back and forth, okay? Next, you guys have your 2 wall walks. So with your wall walks, you guys are going to be up against a wall. So heels and feet will be up against that wall. You're going to be in a push-up position. You're going to push up. You're going to go ahead and walk those feet up the wall. And then you're going to get your nose as close to the wall as you can. Whoa. Close to the wall as you can. And then you're going to walk those hands back out while crawling those feet back down while maintaining control all the way through, okay? If you need to scale, you can just scale the range of motion. Just get those feet up on that wall as far as you can, and then again with control, bring them back down. Next, you guys have your scap push-ups. So on your scap push-ups, you guys are going to bring your shoulder blades together, and then you're going to push away. And then bring those shoulder blades together, and then round them out. Okay? Belly button stays pulled back towards your spine. You stay in that nice plank position. Again, we go back to those bent over rows for the second EMOM, and then you guys have your 4 burpees. With your burpees, feet will jump back, chest and quads touch the floor. Open your hips and shoulders to the top. You guys can scale to step backs, or you guys can scale to step back, no push up. Then you guys have your jumping lunges. So we're going to be in a lunging position. Front knee is going to stay on top of your ankle. You're going to jump up, open those hips up and switch. Back knee touches the ground, and we'll alternate. Okay. If we aren't doing jumping lunges, we can then scale to just regular lunges. All right. We can even scale that range of motion and bring the object when our knee touches up just a little bit. Okay. So that's your warm-up for today. Let's go ahead and talk about your workout. Today, you guys have 12 minutes to complete 80 dumbbell floor press or object floor press, whatever you guys have access to, okay? So let's talk about this floor press. You guys are gonna be on the ground, okay? You're gonna have your feet locked out in front of you, toes are gonna be pointed up, legs are gonna be flat on the ground. Okay, next, we're gonna make sure our shoulder blades are pinched together. And we're going to start with those dumbbells up at our chest here. Okay, elbows are going to be out to a 45-degree angle, not a 90, and not next to our rib cage, somewhere right in between. And knuckles will be facing out. We're going to press up with control, touch the top, and then bring back down to that same 45-degree position. While keeping those shoulder blades pinched together and keeping my belly button pulled back towards my spine the whole time, allow me to keep my back and core nice and tight. All right? So 12 minutes to complete 80 of those. Make sure you guys are working a weight that's somewhat challenging for you if you guys have access and availability to that kind of weight. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about part 2. Today you guys have 4 rounds of 2 minutes of burpees, 30 plate or object ground to overhead, whatever you guys have access to, and then 30 overhead plate or object lunges. And those are going to be total, okay? Your score for today is going to be the total number of burpees you accumulated, as well as your time it took you to complete this workout. Let's go ahead and talk about those plate ground to overhead, or object, ground to overhead. So you guys have a couple options here. If you guys have a plate, you guys are gonna tap that plate on the ground, right? We're gonna hinge the hips. So feet are gonna be set just outside shoulder width distance. Shoulder blades are up, back, and then down. We're gonna push our hips back, load up our butt cheeks and our hamstrings. Plate's gonna touch the floor, and then we're gonna use our hips to open up. Get that plate moving up and overhead. Arm locks out, ears come past your biceps. So ground to overhead, okay? That's gonna be an option for you. You guys can also use a dumbbell, okay? With your dumbbell, you're just gonna be pulling from the mid-shin. So you guys can go from here. Again, load up the hamstrings and the butt cheeks. Hips are gonna open all the way up. Big shrug, arms lock out, ears come past your biceps to the top. Okay, this is an option. It'll depend on what kind of weights you guys are working with. You guys can also go for a clean and a jerk. So we'll touch with the floor, keeping our back nice and straight. Hips will open all the way up. And then we can get it up and overhead. Or you guys can go for a dumbbell snatch. So a dumbbell is going to come from between your feet. Again, back stays nice and straight, hips open all the way up. Drop, catch, and then stand. Okay? So you guys have some options. No matter what option you choose, please make sure you're loading up your posterior chain, which is your hamstrings and your butt cheeks, and you're keeping your back nice and straight all the way through. Next, you guys have your overhead plate or object lunges. So we're gonna get that object up and over our head. Again, arm stays locked out, ears are past our biceps to the top. Big step forward, back knee touches the ground, and we'll come back to the top, okay? Making sure the entire time those arms stay locked out. If that arm starts to bend, that is a good cue for us to stop, shake our arms out, get back to it, or lower the weight, okay? Those arms should never be bending while you guys are overhead. You gotta keep it locked out, all right? If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. Make sure you guys post your number of burpees and your time below as well, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow.